Hi guys, and welcome to my episode 2 review of MEKAKUCITY ACTORS. Sorry in advance if you can hear rain in the background. It's raining and I can't do anything about that. Weather. Fun. So, this episode, it was a lot better than last week's. I would almost say it was a perfect episode. Pacing was excellent. It is a little bit different from the manga. Like the scenes with Hibiya and the running scene, which is almost like Otsukimi recital, almost, except without the Hiyori stuff. It was just great. This episode we got a lot more fast-paced scenes. So last week there were lots of slow scenes, which fits Shintaro's character, but Momo is very energetic, so we got quite a few fast scenes, especially the running scene with Momo and Hibiya, which was a nice change because it's not quite action scenes, but Shaft are very good at action scenes, so do look forward to the latter half of the series because there are going to hopefully be a few. So in the running scene, we did get Momo's voice actress, just quickly do have her name up, Nanami Kashiyama. She may or may not have sang Kisaragi Attention. It's Momo's voice actress, so I assume it's her, but it may be the person that sang the opening, which is Marie from Grenadelle or something like that. But yeah, also this episode we did get the opening in the proper placement and also with all the backgrounds in place, which was really cool. Also, other parts, like you see Kido, Seto, and Kano as kids for like a second and a half. This episode we did also get the ending, which, for those who don't know, was animated by Shido, who did half of the MVs. And it was great, it was emotional, all characters appearing next to Hiyori in the train, except for Ayano, who you see in that section. And from what it looks like, outside the train window you see live action segments of a town that I'm guessing is supposed to be the city that they're based in, which I thought was quite a nice touch. You can see how far Shido has come as an animator from the first one, which was Kagero Days, which was just a still image that he kept moving around with text placed over top of it, to now, where it's just brilliant. Still images, but appearing and not appearing, and also Out of Science and Brave Boy, which was quite cool. So yeah. Story-wise, this episode was the Kisaragi Attention chapter of the manga, and the novels, which I take it as its closer adaptation to the novels. I haven't read them, again, like I said in the episode 1 review, so I can't say anything, but the parts with Hibiya weren't in the manga, so I'm just going to assume it's closer to what the novel was. That, or we are getting an anime original end, and don't say it's a bad thing, because the manga is also going in a different route than the novels. So it's basically the same events, but done differently, kind of, which I think is actually quite cool, and I kind of wish more series would do that. But, yeah. Sorry this shot is out of sync with the rest of it, and the rain's now heavier, but I forgot to mention it, and I needed to set up again. So we did get some Momo backstory as well, which was about her father dying, and Shintaro's obviously, because they're siblings, which everyone should know that by now, and how he drowned, which, if you know the series, is slightly more depressing about how Momo is talking about she's sorry that it's her fault. I won't say anything for those that don't know the series, because I want that to be a big surprise, but people who know the series, you know what I'm talking about. So, yeah. That's all I forgot to say, I think. Voice acting this episode. Momo and Hibiya were the main stars, along with the evil douchebag Kenjiro. Slight spoiler, I don't like him, hate him. So Momo and Hibiya and Kenjiro were all done very well. just sounded great, and also the extra voices, like background characters, also sounded quite good, which is kind of a change for anime. Usually Japanese background characters don't sound that good. Durarara comes to mind for the Japanese dub of that. The background characters sounded terrible. But yeah. One thing I forgot to mention last week was, since it's Shaft, all the shafted hip tilts, angles, not as much as I'm actually hoping for. I wanted to count them, but there was not that many. Even last week's episode, the only characters that really did it were Seto in his still scene next to the river death part, and NA. So, kind of sad about that, to tell the truth. Yeah. And quickly, someone mentioned, commented asking where I got the poster, and I did answer them, but I haven't uploaded the unboxing video that I did for that and other things that I got, so yet. It'll be up soon. But I got it in Comic Gene April issue. So this is the magazine that the manga actually runs in, so if I can find it, it's quite close to the front. See? Yeah. Speaking of Momo's episode, here is Momo, and Kano and Shintaro and everyone else. Not everyone else. Everyone appears, but yeah. That is it for my episode 2 review. Come back next week. Like, subscribe, dislike if you didn't like it. Blah blah blah. Ja ne.